My name is Dr. Eric Morris, and I want to welcome you to the COM 321 online class in the second block of fall 2024. I'll start by telling you a little bit about myself and the class. I'm the head debate coach here at Missouri State University. This is my third time around at Missouri State. I was an undergraduate debater in the 80s and the assistant coach in the 90s, and I came back into my current tenure track position in 2003. I'm now a full professor and I travel a lot of weekends with the debaters, and I just love this stuff. It's perhaps the most transformative experience that I have seen in higher education and can be really helpful for people, whether they have prior experience in doing it or not. I have a friend, the former head coach of our program, who is currently the provost at Washburn and who stumbled into college debate as a college student without any high school experience and would probably attribute most of his career success to this particular activity. I'm also married. My wife, Talina Morris, also teaches in the communication, mass media, journalism, and film department. I have a couple of kids. Natalia is 25 and working full-time. Ian is 20 and is doing welding and other coursework related to that because that's his interest area. I do things besides debate and education. I'm a fan of the Royals and Chiefs, having grown up in Kansas City. I also play a lot of fantasy sports, and I'm particularly into something called What If Sports, where you assemble teams of historical baseball all-stars and have them play simulated seasons against each other. When it's outside of sports, I play some Magic the Gathering, and I've been spending a lot of time on Board Game Arena, which has a lot of tabletop games converted to a digital form, and I'd be happy to chat about any of those things or anything related with you if you just email me about it. Now, one of the things that you need to do, since this is week one, is you need to read the syllabus. And then after you read the syllabus, you need to fill out an online survey for week one. I've already posted a link to that survey in the announcements for the course, but I would like you to do that as soon as possible. Definitely by the end of week one. And hey, if you do it on Monday or if you do it the week before classes begin for the second block, I'm even happier because that information helps me plan. The goals of this course are to familiarize you with academic debate. And so whether you're going to end up doing a lot of judging, which is an option, or whether you actually end up doing some live participation as a competitor in college debate is up to you. But either way, this is a course that merges both the individuals who are on the team, some of whom have extensive high school experience and some of whom do not, with other students at Missouri State who chose to take the course because of general interest or curiosity about it. And so we actually divide the course into two tracks with somewhat different grading criteria so that it meets both needs. This course is associated with a certificate called the Argumentation and Public Policy Certificate. That certificate is literally taking this course twice, which is required for debaters on scholarship anyway, and a couple of additional courses that are public policy courses. And so if you enjoy this experience and want to do it again, you'll really want to look into the Argumentation and Public Policy Certificate. I'll also say that with experience, even limited experience in debate, including college debate, people have sometimes earned undergraduate scholarships. But the more interesting thing is that many of them have chosen to do graduate work, often in the field of communication, but not always, and have found that there are many graduate assistantships that can make graduate education free and provide a monthly stipend on top of that. And so I would be happy to chat with you about all of those opportunities if you enjoy the content of this course, which is academic debate. As you read over the syllabus, you can look over the grades. You'll see there's a slight difference to whether you choose track one, which is kind of intended for students in their, students who are not presently on the debate team who are taking this to learn about debate, and track two, which is students who are actively participating in the debate team and have different expectations as a result of that. Most people do very well in this course. If you disappear in an online course, you can obviously end up suffering some great consequences of that. But there are lots of people who do very well in this course. It's designed to be helpful to the GPA of a typical student. The grade breakdown for track 1 is 30% of it from quizzes. Each of the quizzes is watching a video of me talking, definitely the most exciting content you'll ever see. Those videos can be up to an hour long, but that replaces any sort of a textbook, and then each of those videos has a quiz associated with it, which you can retake and should do well on. Another 20% comes from judging high school debates. And if you participate in college debates, that can be the same. You can do that instead of the judging. 20% of it comes from watching demonstration debates that people currently on the team will set up for you all so that you see the structure of it and can familiarize with it. And then finally, 10% each for doing a little bit of research, having general participation in the class, and then doing a couple of practice debates against people in your track. So that makes up the entirety of the class. Now, this is a new thing for this semester, but if you are in track 1, which is the track of people who are not currently on the team, and you are willing to try to compete at one college tournament, which will probably be Big Tent Online, December 6 to 8, towards the end of the semester, you can choose the track 1 competition option, and that option makes it very likely that you would end up with an A in the course, because not only will it hit your judging / participation credit, but also your practice debate credit. It will also give you 100 points of extra credit, which is huge in a 500-point course that you can assign to anything else that you want to assign to. If you choose this option, here's what we will do to get you ready to try one college debate tournament. First, on a weekend, there's a few dates available. I'll just do this on the dates that people pick. We would pair you with a current debater. So you would actually have as your debate partner for a weekend practice round one of the people currently on the team. You would do the 2s, the second speaker, kind of the final speech position, and they would do the 1s, but help you acclimate to it and we'll give you lots of prep time for these. And so by walking you through a couple of practice debates in this way, you'll understand what's happening to a considerable amount of degree. And then we would pair you with somebody else from track 1, someone else who's probably has limited or no experience in college debate, and put you ideally in the novice division of the Big Tent Online tournament, where you'd be competing against other people from other schools who have very, very little prior experience. And you would compete for the 6 preliminary rounds of that tournament, late Friday and all day Saturday. And then if you did well, you could be in the elimination rounds on Sunday. There would be no obligation to do a second tournament after you chose the track 1 competition option, but I actually do hope that you'd consider doing that if you have a good time, and I think you'll have a good time. So please mull that possibility over. Please reach out to me, set up a meeting on Zoom or in person or whatever if you have questions about it, so that you can make a good choice. But that's one of the questions that I'm going to be asking you on that week 1 survey, is whether you're open to doing this competition option or not. A couple of other final notes about the course. This course is mostly a work at your own pace sort of a course. I do not recommend that you ignore the course for the first month of the second block and then let it all pile up in November and December, but it is technically possible to do that. Almost all the work comes due on December 3rd, and you really do want to spread it out and work at your own pace instead of waiting until Thanksgiving break to do the course, but it's all kind of due at once, so you can kind of work at your own pace. The next thing is that you need to look at your calendar right now and double check that the weekend of December 6, 7, and 8 is an open weekend for you. And so if it is an open weekend for you, please block it out for this course, because my plan is to have you either judging high school or competing in college online that weekend. Now, if you already have a conflict for that weekend, and it is a conflict that you cannot find any way around, it's just an unbreakable conflict, then what I'm going to do is ask you to reach out to me as soon as possible so that we can have a good discussion of if there's any alternatives that are available. Because this is not, I can't find an alternative for this towards the end of the semester. I have to plan ahead to do that. And so I need you to reach out to me really soon if that weekend is a problem. And then the final thing that I want to mention, although this class doesn't technically start until the Monday after fall break, which is October the 14th, the weekend of fall break, which is Friday and Saturday, October 11 to 12, our debate program is co-hosting a live tournament on the MSU campus. In the event that you happen to be in Springfield and available on those days, you could judge at that tournament either to accumulate some extra credit or to get some, advanced movement towards some of the other assignments in the course. And so if you are interested and available to do that, then please reach out to me as soon as possible, and I will work it out with you so that that can count for this semester. Aside from all of that, please just look over the syllabus and schedule, fill out the survey form that I do need to get that during week 1. And then you can start working on the modules, the video modules, where you watch a video. I have a YouTube playlist with all videos. So you watch a video, then you take the quiz over that video. You could retake it a couple of times. And I suggest doing video quiz, but just do it at your own pace. If you want to sit around for a weekend day and hammer out 5 or 6 of those at once, that's fine with me. If you want to spread them out and do a couple of them a week, the way that you might in some other courses, that's fine as well. But feel free to get started on those, and don't let them all pile up on December 2nd, since they're all due on December 3rd. Thank you so much, and please get back to me either on the week 1 form, which has an open-ended comment box for feedback, or just shoot me an email if you want to set up a chance to talk one-on-one to understand anything about the syllabus or to just think about the semester. Thank you so much. Looking forward to working with you.